Somerset Park for today's William Hill Championship clash between Ayr United and Greenock Morton. In the commentary box this afternoon we've got myself, Mitch Fagans, alongside me is Niall Kavanagh, and behind the screen on the technical terms is Gary.
Now on to our team lineups for this afternoon, starting with the Greenock Morton.
We've just seen that Mark McKenzie there beforehand, before the camera managed to go live. I think that presented for 200 appearances for Ayr United, an award from the chairman David Smith, a terrific achievement, and it's coincided with the best form of his career in the last couple of weeks. 4 goals in 4 games for Mark McKenzie, excellent form from the United striker. Now before we get going, we've got a birthday message. A shout out for Harrison Bushford, who was 9 yesterday. He's a regular attendee at matches, coming through from Edinburgh every week, and currently is away, plays for Spartans and is watching from Disneyland in Florida.
Not too shabby, is it?
I know.
Not too shabby.
I would argue being here's better though.
Yeah.
There's nothing quite like being here.
Soaking it in live, Somerset Park.
Absolutely.
Maybe get ourselves a couple of Mickey Mouse ears.
I know.
Be there in spirit.
Aye, exactly. Maybe Harrison could bring us something back in return. That would be quite nice.
Be there in spirit.
As a thank you for this shout out that we've done. But there you go. Happy birthday, Harrison. Hope you have a good day, and hopefully it can bring home the 3 points for you. United are unbeaten in 7 games now. Back-to-back clean sheets. A great 2-0 victory away to Wraith Rovers last weekend. What are we thinking today?
I
hope I'm hoping for.
Yep, definitely a bit of the same. It's picked up in recent weeks, which I think, to be brutally honest, it had to, because we didn't get off to the best start this season, but it seems to be picking up. So hopefully another 3 points today.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at that starting lineup. We're talking about how the defence is going to line up, but it's the same team that started last weekend's match against Wraith Rovers, and even when you go back to the previous week at St Johnstone, there's only one change to that side. Kyle, you're dropping out. Obviously, he's just back from international duty with the under-21s team, and Stuart Barrigan came in last weekend and did very well. So he retains his place. Happy with that lineup, I think.
Yeah, I don't think
largely most fans that I've spoken to today are satisfied.
I don't think there can be many complaints. 2-0 away from home, clean sheet as you touched on. I don't think you could ask for much more. So I think the team probably picked itself for today. There didn't seem much to change, and he has stuck with the same 11 as last week. But what I must add is the bench is incredibly strong, which is always a good thing to have, because if the 11 lads on the pitch aren't cutting it, there's plenty on that bench who can come on and change the game.
Absolutely. That leads us nicely on to the team lineups now. If you want to take it away with the home side there, United now.
Worries. So in goals is number 1 David Mitchell, 5 Kevin Holt, number 6 Stuart Bannigan, number 8 the captain is Ben Dempsey, number 15 Jamie Murphy, 20 Leon King, 21 Ethan Walker, 22 Mark McKenzie, 23 Marco Roos, 32 Dylan Wattrett, 33 is Scott McMahon. And the substitutes for Ayr this afternoon are number 38 Liam Russell, 2 Nick McAllister, 4 Sean Want, number 7 Anton Dowds, number 10 Curtis Main, number 11 Don Thomas, number 14 Kyle Yu, and number 17 is Jude Bonner.
Yes, and for the visitors this afternoon, leading 1 in goal is James Storer, 3 is Zach Delaney, 4 is Dylan Carr, 7 Owen Moffat, 8 Cameron Blues, 9 Tommy Adeloy, 10 Eamon Brophy, 17 Cammy McPherson, 20 Aaron Combray, 23 Jackson Longley the skipper, and 27 is Ian Wilson. Subs for the away side this afternoon: number 2 is Cammy Valentine, 5 is Sonny Hart, 12 Keane Taylor, 14 Zach Mackay, 18 Michael Garrity, 19 Kerr Robertson, 21 Grant Gillespie, 22 is Nathan Shaw, and 24 the returning loanee following the Young Player of the Year award last season, Aaron Lyon, one from Ross County.
He actually sat in that seat right next to us in the director's box a few weeks ago against Ross County. Yeah, good signing that. A few noticeable names in there. Mr. Adeloy returning to to Somerset Park. Hopefully stays off the score sheet. I think probably the danger man there for Morton's number 10, Eamon Brophy. Obviously plenty of Premiership experience, and then Ian Wilson, who I am led to believe knocked back Champions League football to be hanging about here today.
Yeah,
in the summer.
That in the summer as well. I don't know, quite believe that. He has been a pretty good stalwart for Morton the last couple of years. He's been a mainstay in that team. You also forgot to add that Eamon Brophy had a single cap for Scotland to his name, and he started that game at home to Cyprus in 2019. Steve Clark's first game in charge, and Steve Clark's now the record-breaking longest-serving Scotland manager. So it's funny how life comes into circles. Eamon Brophy's now here less than a week after Steve Clark's record-breaking game there playing against United, and in his first game in charge he was a starting striker.
Yeah, not the best game to be particularly honest, but that seems 6 points is all that matters. 6 points is all that matters.
Absolutely. Should note today the match officials referee is Ian Snedden. Assistant referee number 1 is a notable name, Douglas Ross. Assistant referee number 2, Jamie Andrews. The match sponsor is Ayrshire Stoves and Chimney Services. The ball sponsor is the George McLean 31 Club. The half-time draw sponsor is Barry Whelan Funeral Directors, and the mascot is Grayson Waugh. Dougie Imrie will be looking to come down here and claim a victory. Only one victory this season for Morton. 8 draws to their name, but crucially only a single defeat at home to Red Rovers, so it'll be tough to break down today, Niall.
Yeah, the draw specialists, I actually seen a tweet last night, they've drawn 8 out of their 10 games so far this season. The record currently I believe is 18 draws in a season. They've almost nearly halved that, and it's not even half. The Clocks haven't even went back yet, and they've nearly halved that.
Absolutely. And you look at the two managers' records against their opposition today. Let's look at Dougie Imrie specifically. 17 games against there, 6 wins, 7 draws and 4 defeats, so he actually does have a knack of doing the job on here.
Yeah, I think Morton have got the better of this fixture recently in the head-to-heads, but they haven't won here in 2 years, since October 2023. Because he gets who scored for Morton that day? Yep, George Oakley.
George Oakley header last minute. I remember being in this commentary position, in your position actually as the co-commentator, and being absolutely seething and biting my tongue after that goal. So frustrated to lose that day. We'd done so well, but I think that was kind of the start of Lee Billings' downfall as the United manager. That sort of time of year. So let's hope for a different outcome today.
Let's hope for a Mark McKenzie header, 1-0. We'll take that every day of the week.
Let's speak about Mark McKenzie actually, because I think we were talking before the game. By far and away the best form of his career.
Yeah, definitely. I always go back to the point that you made for the Forfar game at the start of the season. Goalkeeper, probably the only position that he's not played for United. That stuck with me. That probably sums Mark up. You know, whatever you ask him to play, he does a job. But it seems the past few games he's been given a new role, kind of as the main number 9, and Murphy, Bruce, Walker just kind of playing off him. But you've got to credit the management team, because it's paid off.
Absolutely, and we're talking about that new role you've just brought up there. That's what I was going to move on to. As you say, he's been playing more in the forward role. That's sort of pressing forward for those that have played Football Manager. They'll know what I'm on about. But what he's always had a good knack of, Mark McKenzie, he's had a fantastic engine, and I think he's one of these players, he's so reliable that when Scott Brown needs to adjust, when we're going through periods of transition and injuries, Mark McKenzie's always the man that he comes to, and it's good to see him now getting a run of games in his preferred position, and it's paying off. 4 goals, 4 games, and as I say, best form of his career by far, and he admitted that last week. And it's nice to see him go into games full of confidence, because he has been one to get a lot of unwarranted stick from their fans over the years.
But that's what you want. You want your players going in confident, flying, because it's clearly benefited on the pitch. I think from an air point of view this season, first maybe 6 weeks of confidence maybe wasn't there, but you can certainly see that it's growing now. It's grown now, and it's paying off now.
Absolutely. Scott Brown's record against today's opposition is actually not too bad. He's actually won more than he's lost. 1, 2, drew 4 and lost 1. So he has. So Scotland will be keen to continue that today. Kyle Muir, a man who has been growing into form throughout this season. He's really grown into that role that he's been given. Away with under 21s last week, scored a fantastic goal at Dens Park and I believe it was a record-breaking 12-0 victory against Gibraltar, although I do think Maple Juniors would have beaten Gibraltar last week.
Yeah, hopefully can bring a few of the goals that him and his teammates scored last week to Somerset today in an Ayr United shirt. But Kyle Muir, I said it from the first minute I saw him this season, he's always really impressed me. He's always one to get on the ball, he's always keen to get on the ball, which personally I like from a midfielder. You always want to see him get on the ball, and I believe it's the way Scott Brown wants to play his midfielders getting on the ball.
Absolutely. Richard Merry Stadium announces the teams onto the pitch. Both teams obviously united this weekend in support of the campaign show racism, the red card, and they'll line up in front of the main stand here at Somerset Park to show their support ahead of kick-off here. It's a fantastic crowd actually. You look across that north stand, it's looking pretty full already, and I'm sure it will fill up. It'll be shooting towards the railway end in that first half.
I think that probably sums up the form, doesn't it? The form's there, so the fans are there.
Go back to a couple of seasons ago when that north stand was getting built, and that side of the ground was out of use as well.
And we are calling on all fans
you notice the difference with having the fans back over on that side. I know we had that last season,
matches, but in workplaces and communities
still now at the point where
please show your support for the players and the match officials. Together we are stronger. Thank you.
Warm embrace between the two managers who are ahead of kick-off. I'm sure once that whistle's blown by Ian Snedden, that level fade away, you'd imagine. Another man to point out, Leon King, SPFL Team of the Week last weekend. On loan from Rangers, and he's looked very assured in that position.
I think from Leon King's point of view, it was just about getting up to speed. Obviously had a stint at Queen's Park last season, but I think obviously that I'm presuming he's been in and done pre-season at Rangers, whether that be at B team or first team level, we would have done some sort of pre-season, but I think it was just getting up to fitness. But we know there's a player in Leon King, and we've certainly seen some very good glimpses of that last weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he revealed in an interview with Alan Robertson from the Daily Record last week that we'd helped set up, that Leon King was told by the Rangers kitman that he wasn't going on pre-season tour. Make of that what you will.
Good tactic, yeah. Maybe not paid off, but I think many people were expecting that.
No, it certainly caught former United striker Tommy Adderley out. Yeah, I don't think he was expecting it. I don't think many other players were either.
Speaking of Mr. Adderley, short sleeves and gloves, thoughts on that? Red card, yellow card, play on.
To be fair, he was like that, so I'm going to go a yellow card.
Yellow card. Kevin Holt not moving very freely there. Hopefully he can run that off.
Neither is Eamon Brophy actually after that
maybe a wee collision, aye.
Looks to spin his man there, but Delaney runs it out for a throw in. It's a crucial run of games coming up for United, obviously. Today here against Morton, Tuesday night against Partick Thistle, then it's a trip to the infamous City Stadium next weekend. These next 3 games are vital for Ayr's season. I know it's early on, but just to continue that momentum. Meanwhile, teams like Wraith Rovers are beginning to drop off in form, and Fairmont are starting to pick up.
I think it's important that you try and take maximum points at this stage in the season, because we're soon the sticky festive period is rapid approaching. You know, pitches dry up. Some surfaces affected more than others, so it's then hard to play the football we want to play going away to these places. So I think it's important to try and pick up points in this kind of autumn season.
Speaking of yellow and red card offences, we've got a hairband at centre half there by Dylan Corr. Played for Morton. Red or yellow?
Yeah, I think I lean towards red.
I agree.
Lean towards red.
Now we've said that, he'll probably be odds on it to score.
Yeah.
They'll take this one, goes back to Holt. With ball forward, McKenzie. Dispossessed now, McPherson. Wolfie flicked onto Owen Moffat, good chances for Morton. Moffat into the area it goes, Mitchell holds it, does he? There's a foul on David Mitchell, but have a shaky moment early on there for the United goalkeeper. Of course, back-to-back clean sheets, but
took a sole one. Yeah, obviously not ideal, but I think the main thing is we've got away with it. So hopefully he's getting the blunders out of the system. That could have been very costly there.
Could have indeed. Of course, back-to-back clean sheets for United, as I've said. Already takes David Mitchell's tally to 3 clean sheets this season.
I think you'll take a lot of confidence from that, especially the fact that we've played away to league leader St Johnstone in that 2-game spell. So keeping a clean sheet up there was very impressive and build confidence, and it's obviously transpired through to the weekend after away to Rafe, so hopefully another one.
Ball drops nicely for Dempsey. McKenzie. Here's Muffet. It's out for a throw on the far side. Back to Kevin Holt, slips in the ball there and almost lets Brophy in. A couple of little bits of sloppiness from United early on.
A little bit rusty, done well to recover, but I must say my heart was in my mouth there for a short second or two.
Brophy's certainly looking a lot sharper, being accused of maybe being overweight heading into the full cut loan spell last season.
Definitely looks very, very trim out there, I must say. Good spot, Mitch.
Flick forward by Walker. McKenzie.
Lovely touch there in the corner.
Underway, McKenzie again. Barrigan. Backs up his first start for United with another one this week. Man. Back to King. For Roos. The big comedy only as far as Murphy. Barrigan. Murphy goes down under the challenge of McPherson. See it there, yeah, easy decision.
Very similar to the one just down to our right a couple of moments ago with Ethan Walker. Good position this.
Yeah, we know Morton on our physical side. There's never usually a lot of goals in between these matches, always very tight. As you say, the last time Morton won was October 2023, wasn't it? George Oakley's 1-0 victory, wasn't it?
1-0, yeah.
So it was a perfect example that day.
And last time Ayr won in this fixture, 1-0 last year to Henderson penalty.
Kenzie's header, offside flags up. I think it actually came off the striker's back in the end.
Yeah,
took any purchase off of it.
Unorthodox route to get through there.
Got to say, a decent travelling support as well from Greenock coming down the road to Bet.
Definitely. I think on the whole they'll probably be impressive. I'll be happy with what they've seen so far. Still about the mid-table, but win today and results dependent, they could move up towards the top half.
Hannigan. Finds Dempsey. King. Hannigan back to King. Forced back to his own goal there. Heathers. Then by Longridge. Ferguson. Down under the challenge of Murphy, free kick. Tries taking it quickly there, but the referee instead and saying the ball was still moving before it was kicked.
It was a nice idea there from McPherson, because plenty of space Moffat had out there, right hand side, but well, pulls it back.
There's one thing for certain this weekend: St Johnstone aren't going to draw 0-0 for the third time in a week. They are 1-0 up away to Arbroath.
Josh McPake goal.
Got to say, Dylan, special mention to Dylan Watcher the last couple of weeks. I thought he's been excellent, but especially in that game up against the foreign player in the league, I thought excellent. Didn't give McPake a sniff off it. Hope makes an error, and it's foul given. And to be honest, I think we're fortunate there. You see it here. Maybe they're tugging the back.
Yeah, it looks
from Owen Moffat's what the referee's seen there, but I think we're very fortunate there, to be honest.
Yeah, it did look soft. If that went against there, I don't think there'd be many around us too pleased. But thankfully, the ref, not for the first time, they've got us a potential tricky spell.
Kenzie's heard that. It's cleared by Conway. Ball drops nicely for Barrigan, looking for King, but Adelaide gets there in front of him. You on time there, good recovery.
You're touching on Dylan Watchett there. I think he'll look at Kyle Ure getting in that Scotland under-21 team, and I wouldn't be surprised if his personal aspirations were to be knocking on the door. It's probably just a shame for him that Kobe Donovan's on the form of his life ahead of him in that position, or he would probably be in there.
Close pass. McMahon. What a job for Ethan Walker it does. Walker still on it. Can he find the way to goal? Leaves it for Murphy. Still Walker, and the final pass just isn't quite there.
Thought for a split second there when it came over here to Walker in the right hand side. Delaney was going to just clip him, but fortunately not.
Foul there on Moffat by Marco Roos. He's another man that's came back into form this season. I think there was some sections of the support were saying, you know, he wasn't quite the same player as he was when he first arrived, but 3 assists this season, including obviously that one from Mackenzie last week. Solid challenge from Stuart Bannigan, should be an United throw in. Into Morton has been given taken straight away, sorry. McPherson wide to Moffat. Stopped by McMahon. Murphy. Lovely turn, picks out Ben Dempsey in a bit of space. So the straight switch. Mackenzie flicks forward for Walker, but Longridge will sweep up there for Morton. Murphy. Barrigan. There again, back to Kevin Holt. Still Stuart Bannigan for there. Lovely pick out for Roos. Good work there from Marco Roos out for the United corner off the, I think it was actually off the face of Aaron Comrie in the end.
Yeah, I don't think he probably didn't know too much about that. Probably just setting himself for a 1v1 there, and he takes one in the face, but happily for us it's still staying a corner.
Taking a shot by United. Bannigan. Headed clear. Oh, over yet from Morton. Is now, just going to say that, commentator's curse coming into effect.
Fortunate right idea, trying to get it back out on that left hand side. Interesting tactic there. Maybe not as much whip on the ball in from Bannigan as he would have liked, but plenty of space for him on the edge of the box. Good decision, ref.
Really solid challenge from Kevin Holt. He'll be keen to make amends for those early hairy moments that he had.
Yeah, definitely, but experienced player Kevin Holt, so I'm sure he's had games like this in the past, so I'll be very surprised if we see him keep up those mistakes.
He's one of these guys that gets overlooked for the man of the match award every week because he just has that consistent base level where he's excellent every week. Dempsey finds Bannigan. Still by Blues on the United skiffle.
Play the show of the day, I think, yeah. Wrestled to the ground. Cut angle, be proud of that one. Speaking of Ben Dempsey, how important do you think him coming back into the team has been for the recent pick-up of form? Because obviously when he wasn't in the team, it maybe wasn't as good as we wanted it to be.
Murphy's foot down. Walker strike! Comfortable save in the end by James Storer. And Gary Savage has just missed the replay.
I honestly thought I clicked it the first time, that's my apologies.
Dempsey, Bannigan, through to Walker. Again, the final pass lets United down. Still with the home side. Here's Holt. Roos. To McKenzie, fight forward for Walker. Good move this. Murphy's been hauled down to the ground. Calls for a penalty, not given by Ian Snedden. We see it here. Ian Wilson's got a hold of the jersey there. You've got to say it's
a terrible decision.
Clear argument for a penalty there by United. You maybe think that Douglas Ross on this side fall in the game would give his referee some help. And Jamie Murphy's been booked for his protest. We see it again here. He's got a hold of the jersey. Why would Jamie Murphy go down? Because the ball's no one near him. Why would he go down?
That's a shocker.
Yeah, you've got to say, looks like Dougie Emery's side have got away with one there.
Yeah. But let's just hope come 5 o'clock that decision won't affect us, because that's really poor. That, like you said, Mitch, why would he go down? We'd want to stay. We were pressing high. Jamie Murphy, key part of that. So why would he stop pressing?
Experienced player as well, Jamie Murphy. Walker shot. Here's Murphy. Finds Walker again. Goes for goal. Flicked over the top by Cameron Blues.
Well, that wee nick there could have took that anywhere.
Yeah, just flicked over the top there. Walker's ball. Headed clear. Watch it. Headed clear again. Back for Watch it once more. Looking for Walker. Cut out by McPherson. Moffat. Bit of space for the winger to drive here. Good spell that for United. Just, you've got to say.
I mean, on another day we have a penalty and we're 1-0 up, and then the plays resulted in a goal. But Scott Brown furious here, still in front of us.
Scott Brown understandably furious about that decision, having words with the assistant there. Moffat's clearance deflects off the referee. Looks like possession will be handed back to Morton there. Important to note as well, Jackson Longridge wearing the captain's armband for Morton came through the United Youth Academy under Brian Reid at the time, so a long time ago.
Did not know that. They do better research next time, I think. Oh, I didn't know that.
Ended up playing a season or two for the United before moving on to Stranraer. I think he then went to Livingston, followed David Hopkins to Bradford City after that. Decent enough career, and they've got a set. Intercepted there by Water.
Good read.
Just runs into trouble. Free kick given.
I must say, I actually thought that the penalty was more of a foul than that.
I would agree, because where's Ian Wilson meant to go? The yellow card is it yellow card been shown to Ian Wilson?
I presume so. Actually, in the replay, it looked a bit like Watch It ran into him more than giving a foul. Let's have another look.
Again. Yeah, and again, he's lost the ball. He's not got control of the ball. I don't watch it, but talking from an air point of view, it's a very good position. Couple of bodies standing over it just now. Stuart Bannigan is one of them. So is Ethan Walker. Jamie Murphy, who was probably wrongly denied a penalty early on, a few minutes ago.
Probably looks like it favours Bannigan, but I think it's at central. It doesn't matter if you've got a right or a lefty taking it. I think it'd suit either.
I would quite like to see Stuart Bannigan in my pocket this, to be honest. It's going to be Ethan Walker though. Into the wall. Rebounds. Calls for a handball, nothing given. And they were. They're doing pretty harsh there, I think.
Yeah, but ball's coming very fast. Not really weird.
All this proximity talking and all that. Man's ball. Just picked up from Mackenzie. Murphy for Watcher. Dempsey does well to get in front of Delaney. And that through passing Bannigan's well cut out by Longridge.
Well done, well read there by Dempsey. Just unfortunate Bannigan couldn't make anything of it.
Ball forward from Moffat, nicely controlled by the winger. Although after all that, runs out of play for an United throw. Corn. Ferguson. Longridge. For Delaney. Crossing into the box, and Leon King's forced to just clear the danger there, sending that one out of play.
The stadium well, like I think, it looked as if
it's just about stayed in, I think. Wilson gets it back from Delaney. Good passer, Blues. Turns, ball to the back post, Moffat's header. It's out of play for a goal kick. Duggie screaming for a corner.
He defended there at the back post. I did think for a minute Moffat was in. I think that would be disappointing if Moffat, no offence, but he's not the tallest, so it would have been a bit disappointing if he was to win a header, but thankfully defended well.
Mitchell sends that one high forwards. Headed down by Wilson. Dempsey recovers it well though, and here's Dylan Watcher in a good bit of space. Walker. Dempsey again. Watcher. Faced up by Delaney, goes down to the byline. Solid challenge from the big Irish left back. Wilson can clear.
That good one-on-one defending there. It did look like Watch It was just managed to shift it, but he recovered well, Delaney.
Can you say that? Dempsey. Adaloy. Delaney. Wilson finds McPherson. Looking for a return ball to Delaney, but the two weren't quite on the same wavelength. Throw flicked on by Water. Cleared towards, only out for a goal kick actually, by Jackson Longridge.
2 minutes on the clock. I wouldn't say there's either team has been the better side. I think they probably had the better of the chances, but even at that, probably half chances at best. Hopefully it picks up a wee bit.
Kenzie for Roos. It's on for Walker. Intercepted by Carr.
See, I thought Walker was offside there. I looked at it from here.
You could hear Doug Emery complaining for that one as well. Walker. Barrigan under pressure from McPherson, dispossessed. Looking for Moffat. Can't quite shoot that one out, and it's eventually cleared. But falls to Brophy.
Good block. Good block.
Again, not properly cleared. Ian Wilson eventually spares United any further damage by sending that one high wide.
It will take him all day, but
over the top, right into the Ashley building sign on the top of the stand there.
Thought it was a push from McMahon there. It looked might have maybe been over too easy trying to buy it, but it did look there was a bit of contact.
Looking for McKenzie. McMahon back to Mitchell. Again looking for Mark McKenzie. Good flick on from the striker. Also a late challenge there. Luckily he didn't connect, but Mark McKenzie's in behind now. Can he pick out a pass? Cuts back, finds Walker! That's a fantastic block by Longridge. Dempsey's ball. It's flicked over the top of the bar by Ian Wilson. Corner for United, we see it again here.
Corner is actually,
Apologies.
That's because you slack, yes. It's because you were having a go at his curtains, mate.
I know.
Sure.
It's not the curtains, it's the hairband. To be fair, if you are a centre half and wearing a hairband, that is interesting anyway.
I must say, but just down here in front is
you've got to be a decent player.
Yeah, terrible tackle from Longridge. Ended up wiping out his own teammate and nearly cost his side a goal. Got his centre back partner to thank. That one.
And swinging the ball in, doesn't beat the first man though. Get a second chance. Walker.
Better.
Cleared by Carr again. Barrigan. That's eventually hoofed clear by McPherson. Walker just calmly heads that one back to the goalkeeper.
Good from Dylan Watts. They ones are always a bit of a sticky situation, a looping ball.
You almost feel as if you're under more pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
Kenzie's stuck on again. Walker for Roos. Space here for the Romanian. Crosses front of the goal. James Storer very well to claim that one, and once again
This is not my fault, guys.
Gary Savage has missed the replay.
Yeah, Death taxes.
No, if you
Gary Savage missed a replay.
No, if you double tap the button, it skips the replay, and I've double tapped it twice by accident.
Delaney.
Must say, I'm a fan of this tactic. It's worked a couple of times. Ball from Mitchell McKenzie, dragging the centre back in, knocking it on. Paying off well.
I've just had a text from one of my United supporting friends saying that Mark McKenzie has a Nike the switch moment from his previous self.
Who's he switch with? One of us?
Aye, I think so.
Class B.
I
Class B, one of the.
I think it was Gary playing up front.
Again, you actually look a bit like Mark McKenzie, actually.
Thanks, guys.
I see a wee bit of that in
I
you.
wouldn't even class this as slander, to be honest. It's playing well.
I know.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Fantastic form as Mark McKenzie, and he's showing it again here today. Leading the line really well. Long range was clipped there.
Oh, ref. Why wait so long? Why wait if you don't think it's a foul?
I think it is a foul, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. It looked as if he'd been clipped early doors. As Niall says, why wait? The ball was away from him. Blow the whistle straight away after the contact was made.
Yeah, I do think it was a foul, but I don't think the ref. What are you waiting on?
That's a frustrating thing when you let play go on like that and then pull it back. King's header. Drops for Delaney. McPherson. And the orchestrator of a lot of Morton's play has McPherson so far. Moffat. There's McPherson. Finds Comrie. Play from Moffat. It's back, cut out by Bannigan. McMahon. And McKenzie. Onto Roos. McKenzie again. Holt. Roos. Doesn't quite pay off between him and Murphy, and now Morton have the ball once more. Longness driving forward. Delaney. Good challenge from Water. Sends it in behind from Mark McKenzie. James Storer comes out to claim that one. Scott Brown just sent Dylan Walsh to settle down there now. He had space to drive in front of him, and he opted for the early pass.
Don't get me wrong, I think the early pass was definitely a good option, just wrong execution unfortunately, because that was a chance.
Water. As if he was clipped there by Blues, but nothing given.
I'm amazed that nobody is getting tight to Mark McKenzie from a long ball. He's got acres of space to knock it down, and it's not the first time. And
far straight out of play by Delaney. Murphy, back to Water. Walker. Such a play to Roos, but it's cut out by Comrie now. Counter attack on here, is it? Stops to go back to his defender there, Tor back to the keeper, Sora. Walker. Dempsey's making the advancing run. Walker goes for goal. Just stumbles over there. Hands possession back to the away side. Good tackle, talent from Leon King.
I think the shot was the right idea. It did open up nicely for Ethan Walker there. And not for the first time today, a Morton defender blocks it. Don't think it'll be the last time we see that either.
No, well known for their defensive organisation are Morton. Challenge from McKenzie there. Brophy manages to push it out to Comrie. Wilson in a bit of space here. Moffat. Solid challenge from Marco Roos, but the throw-in's given to Morton. Brophy Comrie, bit of space for the full back, but it's a poor ball.
See, I thought it opened up nicely for a shot there. Obviously,
he also had space in front of him as well.
I mean, I don't know what Dougie Imrie's tactics are, but I doubt highly that it's his right back's having a pop. But when it opens up like that, I think tactics just go out the window.
Yeah,
have a dig.
I think Comrie's an interesting one. He was due to sign for, I believe he was in training with Hamilton over the summer, ready to sign a contract there after leaving Dunfermline, but obviously the whole embargo there led him to Morton. Mark McKenzie down with a head knock there, I think.
I hope this isn't the switch moment where they strike and then revert back to.
It's actually his back that he's clutching there, Mark McKenzie. I'm not sure if we can see that instant again. I think it's probably too late now, but let's hope the United's number 22 is alright, because as much as we talk about might the switch, Mark McKenzie's a vital part of the United team for now.
Pleasing to see that he back up alright.
Paul Stora wide for Longridge. Dempsey managed to get in there in front of Blues, but it fell for a Morton player, and now Comrie's got space on the right. McPherson again. Adaloy back to Comrie on from McPherson. Solid chance from Scotland, a free kick given. Now, referees maybe saw that as Scotland going through the back of the player before taking the ball, but what was your take on that one?
No, not as you heard by my reaction. Not for me, that bit soft, I think. Greenock Morton attackers bought that there.
Be McPherson to swing this one in for Morton, and it goes. It's Holt's header. And as far as Delaney, all the way back to Stora. For Adaloy. Gets onto it, does the Morton number 9. McPherson. Adaloy again. Shifts it to McPherson, ball into the area, cleared by King.
Fizzing ball in, defended well there, looked very inviting.
And Bruce shields that one out of play for a goal kick. Good work from the left winger. Haven't really saw as much of him as we would have liked today, but more of the play has been coming down United's right hand side.
And I must add, he did have a opportunity, a moment in a pocket and a space actually on the right hand side, opposite side of where he's playing from. But yeah, it's not, like you said, not really much has went down the left. It's been more down this right hand side. A Mark McKenzie flick on. We know there's a player in there, so hopefully we can see it.
Dempsey. Roos back to McMahon. Forward from McKenzie again. Dempsey's header back to McMahon, all the way back to David Mitchell. No foul given on Bannigan. Morton come away with the ball, looking for Brophy. Gets it, heads it on. King's header. McMahon still not fully clear. It's a late challenge from Ben Dempsey on McPherson there. Yeah. Kind of felt as if it was always going to be given. Morton coming into it now, you think?
Yeah, last few attacks have been for Greenock Morton persuasion. I think the refs had no choice but to give that, to be honest. Cynical, but yeah, they have been coming into the game. We were just talking about how Erith had the better of the chances, but in the last 5-10 minutes it's been Morton who've got the more likely to score.
Going to be McPherson again to take this set piece. It seems a bit too far out for a shot, does it?
I don't know. I think it probably suits you better to get up and over, but I think it looks like it's going to get hung up towards this back post area.
He's just wanting to iron a few things out in the penalty box before getting this one underway. McPherson, ball to the back post. Flipped on by Bill Modric. Bannigan clears. Bannigan just lets that one go from leaving that one out to go for a goal kick. Kenzie's header comes to nothing for United. Brophy. Control from the Morton number 10, Delaney. Cleared by Kevin Holt.
Brophy allowed a lot of space there. I think Scott Brown will be best pleased with that.
With McKenzie. I think Walker isn't quite on the same wavelength. United are slack in possession at the moment. Not really able to gain a foothold in the game.
Yeah, the game's kind of bypasses the last 10 minutes or so.
Good challenge from Lewis. Free kick given.
How long we got left? About 7-8 minutes.
38 on the clock. United 0, Morton 0.
I think this position you'd probably take 0-0, given how the last few phases have been.
Got to say it's been quite a stop-start affair though, hasn't it? Quite a few niggly fouls that could have been let go have been pulled up. And obviously the most notable talking point, the penalty that wasn't a penalty. Stuart Bannigan receives a yellow card for the challenge on Owen Moffat. Only scoring in the division at the moment is Arbroath 0, St Johnstone 1. As we mentioned earlier on, Josh McPake getting that one. McPherson drops her Blues. Deflects just wide out for a Morton corner.
It looked like it was trickling in there. Oh!
Very, very close very close to taking the lead there.
And to be honest, it probably would have merited last few attacks. Morton have looked quite dangerous, but thankfully just trickles wide. That should hopefully be a wake-up call, because I think we can both agree the last 15 minutes or so hasn't been great.
Oh, and that short corner routine didn't quite pay off there for Morton. A wasted opportunity to game and just walks on, and disgust is the only way that I can
we'll take
there.
Take game every day of the week.
Absolutely, just gives us a little bit of respite, gives us a chance to regroup, get up the pitch. Morton currently the side in the ascendancy for sure. United have just lost that grip of the game. scorer, sends this one forward, looking for Adaloy. Flicked forward by the number 9 Blues. Solid challenge from Marco Russ, prevents it getting to Moffat. Can United mount a counter? Good turn from Murphy. Looking for Watcher in behind. Solid header from Leon King.
And vital because Brophy had the whole of the left hand side here. 3 Watcher bombed on, so important interception there from King.
Play from Morton. Finds the ball wide to Comrie on the right hand side. Got to say, played around there. United's pressed pretty easily there.
Yeah, which Scott Brown won't be best pleased with all the Ayr fans. And again there actually.
First and hauled back by Ethan Walker. 42 minutes on the clock here. Score remains here. United 0, Greenock Morton 0. Here at Somerset Park. We have to say a bright start from United has probably been cancelled out by Morton gaining the ascendancy in the last 10-15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, we had a spell on top, probably roughly about the same time, but I think it's been a very even half.
Murphy. Finds Dempsey. Fair again. Kenzie. Solid turn. Gonna go for a goal. He finds Roos out wide. On the edge for Bannigan. Kenzie in the area, blocked by Corrigan. Roos. McMahon. Ball's in. Headed clear. Dempsey. McKenzie. Bannigan. Good little pasture play this for United.
Going to say much better that there.
Bruce.
Unlucky that didn't result in a goal.
Finds Waltrip. A space for the full-back. Walker. Murphy. Towards the back post. Cleared away. Drops for Roos. Goes for goal. And he slots it home! Marco Russ at the stroke of half time. Breaks the deadlock for Ayr United. See here, fantastic touch, bamboozles Tammy McPherson and just slots it past the goalkeeper. Niall, terrific finishing. Exactly what Ayr United needed after that real tough period. They just weathered the storm there.
Weathered the storm brilliantly. Couldn't have said that better. Great finish from Bruce. I must say, a couple of phases before it was very pinball in there. It looked like Ian's delighted. It looked like the chance was going to bypasses, but it came back to Bruce at the back post, got the ball out his feet and finds the bottom corner. Great finish. 1-0. Happy days.
As we've just said, and that's exactly what Ayr United have been needing. It's his first goal in the league this season for United's Young Player of the Year from last campaign.
Delighted for him. We were just taught about it in the first half. Maybe a player this season we've not seen as much of, or we would like to see as much even in this game, but that's certainly the way to go about putting it right. Great finish.
Absolutely, you've saw his form and his confidence sort of brim in the last couple of weeks. Got the assist for Mark McKenzie's opener in Kirkcaldy, and he backs it up at home here to Morton with the opening goal. 45 minutes have been and gone. You'd imagine there'll be a couple maybe added on at most. In fact, there's hardly any. 12 seconds is all for Ian Snedden. He sounds the half-time whistle. United head in through the break with a 1-goal advantage thanks to Marco Russ. We'll take a short break as the teams head in for half-time, and we'll see you back here for the beginning of the second half here on United TV. Thank you very much. back to Somerset back where the Morton players have emerged for the second half. We are just waiting for the home side here, United, to make their way back onto the park for the beginning of the second period. Here they come, Ben Dempsey leads them out to a great ovation. What do you reckon the message would have been from Scott Brown now as you quickly chucked your headset on? I looked over and you hadn't had it on, I was panic mode.
No. Good sign of a professional there. Had to calm under pressure. I think you'll be saying, I wouldn't say more of the same because it's probably not been great, but probably that stint where we scored last 5 minutes and a half, keep that up, more of that please. I think because we did have a good start, started well, tailed off and then kind of picked it back up, so it'll probably be more of either side in the middle of the half, more of that please. But I do believe even though we've scored that, I still think he's probably not been happy because I think on the balance of play the goals maybe been a wee bit undeserved. Don't think we were particularly great, but all good teams find a way to win and that's what we're doing at the minute.
Yeah, sometimes you've just got to grind out results.
Yeah. I think maybe towards the tail end of last season that's what we were failing to do.
Mackenzie's effort just drags it wide, chance there though. See it again here, Cameron McPherson with a rather loose ball back under pressure from Bannigan.
You know what?
Mackenzie just snatches at the effort. You would have fancied the striker there.
Yeah, you would have, but I actually think he had more time than he thought. It turned out to be a wee bit of a snapshot.
I don't think he realised that he was quite as long as he had.
And then even if he takes a touch, gets the wrong side of Caw, draws the foul.
It did look as if Dylan Caw was right on him though, so I think he probably was right to take it first time. You see that with strikers as well, they quite like to take it early, catch the goalkeeper unawares. King, Walker to Mackenzie, Murphy. Fell on the stand side touchline there. Play Moffat on first half goal scorer Marco Roos.
Do you know, I think he could have just let that go. I certainly didn't notice a foul.
I think it was away from.
Was it off the ball?
Yeah, I think it was away from the ball and also away from our view. Obviously, those dugouts from away dugout from where we're positioned here up in the main stand. You can't actually see great on that touchline. Walker's ball to the back post. Kevin Holt's header!
Oh, save, good save. Do you know what, I'm surprised he's not seen more of that. Hit Holt, we all know he's a target, but that's a great save actually on the replay there.
Yeah.
Brilliant save.
And we're probably doing him a slight injustice saying it's only a good save, as you say, Niall. Good quick feet from the goalkeeper.
For a big lad as well, he get down there quick, very impressive.
Walker's ball. Holt's header again. It's half clear by McPherson. Back to Walker. Murphy. And that is eventually headed clear by Longridge.
Peeled off well there, Holt as well. I think the ball was just slightly behind him, which is unfortunate. No, I'm not having that. Not having that, I think.
Niall Kavanagh with his very own Gary Neville moment there.
Nah, not for me, man. Not down too easily.
That was a Gary Neville and a half. That was
down too easily.
Politics in the corner there.
No, not for me. Not for me. Move on.
Yeah, James throws an interesting one. A great save there from Kevin Holt. He's on loan from Wolves this season. At Morton, quite a culture change.
Just a bit.
Murphy down under the challenge of.
I thought that looked a bit of a foul to me.
That's just what I was going to say. I would have said that was more of a foul than the one on the byline.
Bit of a hug from Caw as opposed to a pull. Good tackle.
Phil Byrne McPherson.
Yeah, Mitch, I give you a first half comment. The ref's pulling a lot back. He's not letting a lot go.
Bannigan. Man.
Nice.
To Roos.
Lovely.
Back to Bannigan. Finds Dempsey under pressure from Adeloy though. Comfortably goes back to Leon King. Bannigan. Walker. To Bannigan. Holt. Lost pass from Kevin Holt. Immediately acknowledged that mistake there, did the big centre half.
Collector's item, that one. Mind you, had a few ropey moments at the start of the first half.
Yeah, that's right. Such a good point. You've got to say he's recovered very well since then. McMahon. Bannigan. King.
Unlucky. Lovely idea that from the centre back. Bringing it out well.
It's one thing that you've clearly seen that. Clearly seeing the way that Leon King strides forward with the ball and some of the passes he tries to pull off. You know, try to break through the lines. Sorry, you can tell he's played at a good level.
Champions League.
Yep,
Champions League.
exactly.
Not many players on this park can say that. Not a dig, just shows how high the standard is.
Walker flicks for McKenzie. Mark keeps it in there. Still going, McKenzie. He's bundled to the ground and does very well to earn the free kick there.
That's great play by Mark McKenzie. Oh, no.
A yellow card has been shown to Aaron Comrie.
They've brandishing the cards a lot for a lot of kind of 50-50 fouls. I'm surprised at that.
Arbroath have had a great start to the season. They have just equalised at home to St Johnstone.
What does that mean for us?
Puts us back down to 4th.
Yeah, probably not ideal, but I have a game in hand Tuesday. Who scored, Mitch? Do we know?
No, still third.
No.
Still third.
We're still third.
Update you on the goal scorer in that game in a second. Ethan Walker, we're ready to take this one for United. Great position. Plenty of players in the penalty area to try and get there on the end of this one. Walker to the near post. Dempsey cleared away by the Morton defence. Oh, flies over the top there.
An awkward one for the goalie.
Finlay Marshall on loan from Aberdeen with the goal there. Man, flicked on by Roos. Should be United. Thought it might have looked like an United ball there for a second, but I think that was my black and white tinted specs on there. Comrie goes down the line. Holt's header. Flicked on by Adeloy nicely. Now Blues. Foul and Blues by Bannigan.
Yeah, let's just make it a non-contact sport after all.
Yeah.
Ref would still give a foul.
Cameron Blues has been at Morton for a very long time. 2019 he joined. Over 200 appearances.
Very unheard of these days.
Used to have a knack of scoring against there as well. Have to bring that one up. He's seem to remember him scoring against us quite a number of times over his 6 years or so at the club. That's headed all the way out by Eamon Brophy.
Yeah, I felt in the first half that we were kind of limiting Greenock Morton to sort of long punts up the park, and it wasn't really getting in behind us all that well. We seemed to be dealing with it pretty well.
We do know that Morton have tried to adapt their style in the last couple of years. It used to be known as a team who like to go pretty direct, but they've been trying to play a more possession-based game.
I think that's just the modern day game. Probably most 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 championship teams probably try and play that way now.
Dougie Emery is ringing the changes in here. Remains to be seen how many come on. There's certainly a good few bodies being called back to the dugout.
Can't say I'm surprised at that. It's not created little to nothing.
I believe Cammy Ballantyne was one.
In the first 10 minutes, so not surprised Dougie Emery got his bench.
Murphy clipped there by McPherson.
It's fine when it goes for you.
Oh, yeah, every day of the week that's a foul. Shocking tackle, shocking.
Game ending, career ending.
Yeah.
Nathan Shaw, another one alongside Cammy Ballantyne from out. King. McKenzie to Walker. Goes for goal. Blocked out for a corner kick to United, but Ben Dempsey was screaming for it there.
Yeah, oh, she slips him in there. Striker's instincts, I think, to have a pot for there. Sat up nicely. Good block again.
It's actually a quadruple change for Greenock Morton here. Michael Garrity and Keane Taylor as well, ready to enter the fray. What? Walker's ball picked out Holt nicely at the back post, but it was pulled up for a foul. Let's see, quadruple change. Owen Moffat, Aaron Comrie, Cameron Blues and Ian Wilson all coming off. Cammy Ballantyne, Nathan Shaw and Michael Garrity, Keane Taylor all
substitution for
coming on.
Number 7 Owen Moffat, number 8
Interesting to see
Cameron
what
Blues, number 20 Aaron Comrie and number 27
how Morton line up with
Wilson
these
to
changes.
replace number 2 Cameron Ballantyne, number 12 Keane Taylor, number 18 Michael Garrity and finally number 22 Nathan Shaw.
United are going to make a double change of their own now, using this opportunity for a break and play.
Interesting to see who comes off, actually.
Double substitution for United.
Maybe Stuart Bannigan last.
Just
under an hour. Obviously on a yellow card as well. Stuart Bannigan, Kyle Ure coming back in as a light replacement. Jude Butler, the other man to
also leaving the field number
come on here, it looks like
Jamie
Murphy. This is a very good afternoon, despite not chipping in with a goal and an assist. Was denied a Stonewall penalty earlier on in the afternoon, which I'm sure he'll still be disappointed about. Looks like a light for light change.
Yep, definitely just slotting right in Ure for Bannigan, or Ure rather, sorry, and Bonner for Murphy. Jude Bonner and Walker swapping sides, Bonner out on that right hand side, Walker occupying on the left, in our left channel now.
Total of 2,135 inside Somerset today. 365 away and 1,770 honest men inside Somerset. Delaney for Adaloy. Dispossessed by Kyle Ewer. Good first involvement. Joe. Ball bounces off the heel of Duncan. Fortunate for the centre back.
Yeah, very lucky man there. Caught.
Way back to the goalkeeper. Man. Dempsey. Here's Bonner. Chance to stretch his legs. Dispossessed easily by Keane Taylor. It was there. King. Ewer. Valentine. Marco Russova. Great challenge there.
Yeah, he knows it. He knows it.
Actually thought for a second that the ref may have flashed red very late. One for the team. Good foul. Good foul.
I think Scott Brown did say to him afterwards, he kind of gave him that indication, you know, maybe that wasn't the right thing to be, thing to be doing. I don't think there's any need because the ball was getting away from Valentine and there was plenty covering defenders. It's a good chance for Morton to throw one into the box here. Garrity. Taylor trying to weave his way in and out of a couple of defenders there, dispossessed. United managed to clear. Calmly finds Delaney there, does Stora. There's the Irishman. Delaney again. Garrity. Goes down, easily dispossessed by King. Still with the Morton man though. Foul given against Jude Bonner.
Yeah, broke the press well there, Mark. I think there's 4 players at one point actually charging out. Charging out to Taylor there. You've done well to break the press.
This is a interesting one elsewhere. Partick Thistle have taken the lead at Firhill against Ross County.
What you want to hear from an air point of view.
It's a Tony Watt finish from a Logan Chalmers assist.
Yeah.
So what are the odds on Ross County going into League One next season?
Don't think it'll be as good as they were for the title anyway.
Yeah.
McPherson again to take this free kick from Morton. He's been the figure on every set piece almost. And it comes. David Mitchell holds.
Just.
At the second time of asking.
I must say, bit of deja vu there. Come on, ref. Even Scott Brown agrees. We're away on the counter. Very shades of deja vu there. This guy, he watch himself, doesn't get packed out. He's not happy. Deja vu of the shades of the first half there.
I can't believe that
drop.
fan. That's unbelievable. Hurling abuse at Douglas Ross.
Did he blow for a foul on the keeper? Or?
Blew for a foul on the keeper, but it was quite clear that there was an opening.
Yeah, I could see that he was away, and he should have just played on.
The thing is, the ball's moved 50 yards up the pitch. It's not like the ball's dropped.
Yeah,
David Mitchell's fell.
Sorry to interject, gentlemen. Arbroath are 3-1 up at home to St Johnstone.
Pardon? Sorry,
Arbroath
what?
are 3-1 up at home to St Johnstone. Gavin Riley
51, 62,
Marshall,
57.
Finlay Marshall double.
So does that, where does that leave the league table?
And both now go above
Yep.
United. We drop into 4th, I believe.
Yep. Oh wow.
Wheels coming off St Johnson then.
Walker. Ewer. Dempsey. Bonner. Watch it.
Dig it.
Dempsey towards the back post. Flicked away and McPherson will come away with the ball here for Morton. Good play by Dylan Collier to shift it over to the far side. Delaney. Here's caught again. Longridge wide to Delaney.
Space opening up here for Morton.
Garrett's been heavily involved so far into the area. It goes from him. Ballantyne can't quite pick out Nathan Shaw. Bruce. Ewer. Lovely ball forward from McKenzie. Can he move it on for Bonner? He does. Bonner for United. Deflected out for a corner kick. Just didn't seem as if he had the momentum there, Jude Bonner, to take that one into the box and have a go at goal.
Great pick out from his fellow Celtic loanee, Kyle Ewell there.
Walker to take this one for United. Clear by Longridge, only as far as Roos. Back to Walker. First time ball is out for a goal kick. A bit of a waste there.
Yeah, done well to get the corner in the first place. Out of a, this came for a Morton corner free kick, I believe. Yeah, not great. I think both teams have been quite poor from set pieces today.
It's really loosely controlled by Dylan Corr. It's out for a throw into United. Man, Ewer. It's the run of Bruce though. Ball falls for Shaw. Delaney's header finds Garrity. Loose ball finds the feet of McKenzie. That's good work from Keane Taylor to recycle for Morton. United can't really get a foothold in the ball at the moment. Here's Taylor in space. For goal, he picks out Brophy. Actually a good opportunity there for...
Great pick out from Keane Taylor. Where are he meant to find Brophy? I don't know.
I think he did. He seemed to look up, and he certainly...
That's a good use of the outside of the boot pass there. Poor finish for Brophy standards. Once again, I think it falls into the category of probably had more time than he's actually realised, but he doesn't know who's behind him, so I think he's within his rights to have the shot. And fortunately, from an air point of view, it is sailed behind.
Brophy. Slips that one forward. McMahon under pressure from Nathan Shaw. And David Mitchell does well to recycle. Nick McAllister ready to come on for United. Making his return from injury. Michael Garrity, fortunately for United, just loses his foot in there because he was away.
Yeah, I don't know, was it Water who's maybe bombed on there? But a lot of space out on that left hand side for Garrity.
Watch it. It's past Delaney, looks for the free kick, nothing given. Walker does well to dispossess McPherson. There it goes, and he just can't quite pick out McKenzie. There's Roos. Man. And Holt. King. Mitchell's kick out is a poor one by his standards. He acknowledges that. Couple of challenges actually. Anton Dowd's going to come on here for United. Interesting to see who comes off here. Ethan Walker being replaced by Anton Dowd. And Dylan Watcher coming off for Nick McAllister. You'd imagine that would be another straight swap. Perhaps Watcher, tired legs up against the fresh energy of Michael Garrity. That's the thinking from Scott Brown to manage McAllister up with him.
Yeah, I was going to say, Watcher maybe looked a bit tired. I mean, you've seen the chance of Garrity in behind there, take over space.
Watcher was away on international duty this week, wasn't he? Under 21s? No?
Kyle Year.
It's close.
We were actually talking about that in the first half here, and I think you'll be knocking on the door to try and get himself in there. He'll take motivation from his teammate. Good tackle.
Yeah, solid first involvement there from Nick McAllister. That's exactly what you'd be looking for.
Yeah,
straight off the back.
Solid's a good word there. I think that's what you get with Nick McAllister. Solid. Touched on it in the Ross County game a few weeks ago. Heads everything. The old saying, throw a brick at him, he'll head it back.
Breeze block.
This is now Anton Dowd's 6th appearance since making his return in that Ross County game from just shy of a year out through injury. Yet to score, obviously, so good today be the day. Morton coming forward here with Delaney. McPherson. Shaw. Wide to Carr. Ballantyne. Shaw again. Well done. Good interception from Scott McMahon. Dowds chases down Longridge. Forced the head clear.
The game he's not happy at something. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I think it's how quick his team are getting the ball out here, but not pleased.
Roos finds Dowds. Yeah, solid challenge from Kieran Taylor, though. Still with you. Another United throw in. Defending there from Morton actually. Shaw first of all to prevent the ball from going out for a corner kick, and then Brophy to one his side the goal kick with the clearance. 73 minutes on the clock here, United 1, Greenock Morton 0. Plenty of time for more goals in this game for either side. to remind you that Morton have only lost once all season.
Yeah, I think it's easy to get lost in the. Obviously, we touched on earlier about draw. I think it's actually easy to get lost in that they are only lost once. That's an impressive feat.
Yep. Despite 8 draws, you've still got to say they've only been defeated once in the games that they've played so far. It's pretty good. United obviously on course to inflict their second of the season, but as we both talked about, long way to go.
Yeah.
McPherson under pressure from Ewer does very well, and you've got to say McPherson's been a standout for the away side.
I think everything that's been good from a Morton point of view has kind of went through Cammy McPherson today.
Leon King does very well to prevent the ball from going to the corner there.
You can tell he's played in the Premiership. He's not looked at a place in there. Solid middle of the park for Morton today. Good battle between him and Dempsey.
Will be
Now this is where we need the experience we've signed in the summer to hopefully prevail from corners, set pieces. I'm presuming, I'd imagine Morton are going to go hammer and tong to try and get an equaliser. So just looking at the back line there, Mitchell, Holt, McMahon, all very experienced individuals. So need to stand strong, make himself counted here.
Short one. Shaw. Adaloy's header falls to Ballantyne, and it's in. It's in. It's gone through Kevin Holt on the line. Tammy Ballantyne equalises.
Number 2, Cameron Ballantyne.
And Dougie Emery's substitution has paid off, you've got to say.
Yeah, it has. Curtis May being called back now, but I was just touching on there about being strong, standing up toe at the back, and we've not done that at all. Ball makes its way to the back post, and it keeps in. Unfortunately, from an Ayr United point of view, not great at all. But I must say, since we've 1-0 up, we've not created a lot of chances. 1-0 is always dodgy, and unfortunately, it's came back to haunt us. But still, I think the positive for Scott Brown's team is that we have, what is it, about 14-13 minutes left, so plenty of time to get a goal.
You do feel as though that if Morton were to get a goal this afternoon, it would have came from something scrappy like that. A loose ball fell to Ballantyne, and credit to him, he was on hand to slam it home. Dempsey's header. Bora. Ewer. Dowds. To Bonner again. Looks for a return to Dowds and lacks the quality. Does the pass.
I think it's probably composure in the final third. I think he's only still is it 19, Jude Bonner. Just a wee cool head there and cut, pick a pass. Could have been a different story.
Brophy. Out to Ballantyne. Collar forced back towards long range by Dowds. Handball given against Garrity.
That's clear as day, right in front of your referee.
Seven to 8 minutes on the clock. United 1, Greenock Morton 1. Drops for Bonner, nudging the back, free kick given. Although again, the argument comes from the manager. Ball's fallen to an United player and play stopped.
Budging it back. That's a good position. Need to make this count here. That's a great chance.
Kel, you're over it. What do we think?
Scored a great goal from a similar distance for Scotland number 21s on the half volley at Dens Park last week.
Just trying to think, does it fall into that category of too close?
Can he replicate it? Kevin Holt's looking keen on this one. Do you reckon a little layoff and a... Nope, he's moving himself away.
It might actually be Dowd, you know, actually.
Anton Dowd might fancy this from a dead ball situation. The big striker yet to score since his comeback. Of course, he was in fine scoring form before.
I think I would prefer you to have it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Anton Dowd stick one in the
Yeah, I
back
think
of the net, to be perfectly
I'd go
honest.
Dowds, get it round that wall there. Who's going to have to get it up? Right, Dowds can go down. I think Earl will need to go up and over.
I think it will be Anton Dowd.
No.
Ooh, deflected. Tell you in the end, and Stora does well to actually hold that one after the deflection. Always tricky. Dempsey. It's the ball, he thought it might just break for Dowds there. Foul by McAllister. Now comes the fourth change for United.
Substitution for United, leaving the field number 23, sponsored by Graham Peterkin and Marco Roos.
Marco Roos coming off Curtis Main. Comes
Number
on.
10, sponsored by the Round the Road, Curtis Main.
And the goal scorer was removed from the field of play.
I mean, I know that's all they use all 5 substitutions, but you wonder how Dalton Thomas doesn't go in a game like this, a game where you're 1 each. You need a creative winger to create you a chance in the last sort of 10 minutes or so.
So there is. It's all 5. I said 4. It's all 5. You're right. Your clears.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Dom Thomas. He impressed me, especially in the Premier Cup sports group stages, and then he's kind of just phased out of the team. It's an interesting one for me. But I agree, Gary. I would have put Thomas on legs, can run at him, stretch the defence. And that's what we need here, because we need a goal. We need it quick.
I mean, I think Jude Bonner's playing out on that right hand side now. Yes, you know, he's a decent player, but is he creative and as quick as Dom Thomas?
Don't think we seen Bonner had the chance here earlier on at 1-0, and kind of the long ball from here, kind of get caught up in it a wee bit.
Dowds turns, goes to the ground, nothing given. Ewer does very well to take the ball off the Morton striker Brophy. Bonner on to Dowds. Looking for Curtis Main. Still Jude Bonner. Morton eventually scramble clear. A player down injured at the moment. United continue. Dempsey. Handballs the ball across. It's a penalty to United! Penalty United. Zach Delaney falls over. Claims for the foul.
Picks it up, yeah.
And picks up the ball.
Yeah, the ref hadn't gave anything, so he just picks it up.
The ref hadn't given anything. It's a penalty to United somehow. I think it's Jackson Longley just down.
You know, that I've never seen anything like that in my life. That's so bizarre.
Ben Dempsey actually went down looking for the penalty because Delaney got in his way, but it felt as if it was a coming together You did expect the referee to blow, to be fair,
Yeah,
but he didn't, and Delaney's picked the ball up, and that's why you shouldn't be doing that as a player.
No,
Perfect example to any young kids watching that. Don't pick the. Do not do that at any point in time. Play at the whistle.
level. Yeah, I was just about to say that. You're taught that from the moment you step on a football park. Play to the whistle. Delaney hasn't. Imrie not happy, but I don't know what he's moaning about. Tell his left back not to pick the ball up. Well done, ref. Tell his left back not to pick the ball up next time.
Morton manager Dougie Imrie has shown a yellow card.
Anton Dow's to take.
I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you.
He's got to just hit it as hard as he
Smash
can,
it.
to be honest. Just give the keeper no chance.
I know, but I seem to remember Anton Dow's last season. He loved that slow run up, that laboured walk to the ball and trying to send the goalkeeper the wrong way. That was his style last year.
Goalkeeper with the classic
The big
mind games. Big, he fills the goal.
Yeah, James Storer, big guy in goals. He's
We've talked about that in the first half. But back to the penalty, I've never seen anything like that. So bizarre.
It was almost like Victor Wanyama last season.
Yeah, he just picks it up.
There was controversy here last year when Jay Henderson scored the penalty because he actually hit it twice before it went in.
All right. But
Anton Dowds.
come on, big Anton.
To
Come
take. 22 goals in 47 United appearances for the number 7. Upsets Dowds. Right footed. Saved by Storer, and is cleared by Dylan Carr. Fantastic save, you've got to say, but by Dowds' standards, probably not his best penalty.
I thought Anton Dow's usually favoured going down the middle. I'm actually quite surprised by that one.
Too tight for the keeper.
It's a great save though. It's a fantastic save.
Fantastic save. McAllister, long throw. Bounce around. Falls for Dowds! Oh, it's blocked. Bonner. Dempsey! Yes! Dempsey scores! For everyone! Yes! Yes! Ben Dempsey scores for United! And he celebrates right in front of the Morton fans who were giving it large to the United faithful only seconds ago. Eat your words, lads! Eat your words!
Brilliant, great finish, great finish. Good ball across from Bonner, it's bouncing. Ben Dempsey, striker's finish. What a finish, what an end, what an end.
Still 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, the skipper Ben Dempsey gets on the score sheet and spares Anton Dowds with blushes for now. Still 4 minutes to go.
Sponsored by Julie Scroat, Ben Dempsey!
And I mean, just moments before as well, there's that great opportunity from Anton Dowds that's just cleared off the, I don't even know if it was cleared off the line. It looked goal bound.
There's going to be a late change here for Greenock Morton. Eamon Brophy.
That's bizarre when you're chasing a goal, taking Brophy off. Surprised my headset stayed on and all that, actually.
Number 10, Aaron Brophy, replaced by number 24, Aaron Lyle.
McPherson. Young Kings flick on. Cleared by Kevin Holt.
Well done.
Main does well to make a nuisance of
Great
himself.
great use of the body, that. Great use.
Bonner. Loses out to Aaron Lyle.
Attendance this afternoon 2,100.
Gone out for a United throw-in.
With 1,770 home fans and 365 away. Thank you very much for your support.
2 minutes to go plus stoppage time here at Somerset
And
Park.
Heineken
United
Zero
lead.
Man of the match, sponsored by Ayrshire Stoves and Chimneys, is Area United number 8, Ben Dempsey.
Longledge knocks the ball out. It's another United throw in the far side corner. Main. It's been that ball in the corner. It's another United throw.
Just the man you want to hold the ball in the corner. Big Curtis Main.
Absolutely. Could be the stockiest guy. I'm not saying he's not overweight by any stretch of imagination, but one of the best physiques a guy could probably ask for.
I think he's asking George Robertson for a smaller size t-shirt, I must admit, but
Stora.
this is it.
Offside flag doesn't go up. Aaron Lyle. Ball to the back post for Adeloy. Solid challenge from Nick McAllister.
Handheld by super David Mitchell in goal.
I think he might have got a little knock in the head.
Again, good experience there from McAllister. Just killing a bit of time there, giving us a bit of respite when we need it the most. Sorry.
Definitely.
Into added time now.
And I'd imagine there'll maybe be a minute or two after some celebrations for that Ben Dempsey goal.
Yeah, definitely offside.
Done well as well, Dowds, to hold it up. I'd imagine this is going to be it. Now or never for a Morton equaliser. Can the draw specialist salvage a draw? Hope not.
What drama here at Somerset Park. An Anton Dowds penalty missed. And then in the play that followed, Ben Dempsey finish. Kenzie could have went inside there. Valentine.
Well done.
Solid challenge from Kevin Holt.
No, the pass was there, it was open. So I'm surprised he's tried to get down the byline with that.
Valentine almost runs that one out of play. Dowds clears.
That probably shows the magnitude of this result. Dowds back defending there.
Taylor.
That's
That's a play from the English substitute.
What a pass from Doug Emery there, by the way. 25 yards down the byline. You'd like to think that'll probably be all she wrote. It's at the second minute of added time now, just about. Imagine this will go up the line and the whistle goes, hopefully.
Shoving it back from Mark McKenzie.
Calls for a foul not given.
King. Go on then.
Are made. Can United put this to bed here? Still Curtis Main. Good play.
Great play.
Great play.
Fantastic
corner.
Yeah, just keep it in there. Keep it in there. McAllister, Taylor and Bonner. Keep it in there.
To Bonner. Finds you.
Third minute of added time.
Come on, ref.
Helps it forward.
Shy in there. Well done.
Just got to hold them in that corner.
A foul there again. Come on, ref. 3 minutes.
93 minutes on the clock here at Somerset Park. United 2, Morton 1. Delaney allowed to Steal a couple of yards there. The Somerset faithful not too happy about that. Shaw brings it down nicely.
Well done. Well done. Go on.
Draws from main.
Yeah!
And full-time whistle sounds here at Somerset Park. United claim a 2-1 victory at home to Greenock Morton.
A big thank you for your attendance today, and we at United wish you all a safe journey home. We look forward to
Also Marco Roos and Ben Dempsey and Anton Dowds. Missed penalty also in there. Cammy Ballantyne equalised for the away side before all that drama happened at the end of the game. But you would say deserved victory. Neither do you feel as though we've just slightly edged it there?
No, yeah, I would say that's a deserved victory. I think on the balance of play in the second half, definitely probably the better side. Obviously Morton done well to get a goal, but while that second half had it all, goals, cards, drama, most importantly it had 3 points for Ayr United.
Absolutely. We'll be back here in 2 weeks' time for the next home fixture in the Roy Hill Championship.
Friday night for
Halloween
Dunfermline.
fixture.
Yep.
Dunfermline Athletic here at Somerset Park in 2 weeks' time. We'll see you all then. Thank you for tuning in your Saturday afternoon with us today. Thank you and good night.